IPMNation.com.
Hey, I'm Ethan.
I'm Mike.
I'm Steven.
And I'm David.
And we're the Pax Romana.
Here at the local Outbreak at IPMNation.com. Is that right?
Yeah, you got it.
Oh my god. That's by a stroke of God.
Local Outbreak on IPMNation.com. This is Matt from IPMNation.com, and we are here at the studio at 50 Canal Street in downtown Laconia as we record the show every Tuesday night here at the studio. Funky little gift shop and art gallery here in downtown Laconia. So if you're in the area, check it out. And even if you're not in the area, hey, it's worth the drive. Very, very cool place. And please support local businesses. And if you want to check it out online, thestudionh.com is the website. Also, of course, Local Outbreak sponsored by Central NH Events. If you need a DJ for your event, go to centralnhevents.com. Mr. Tim Martin does a phenomenal job, and he will show up and DJ your shindig or your hootenanny or whatever it may be, and is a big part of what makes this show possible. And our new sponsor, also the Siren Agency. And in fact, the Siren Agency, not only does Scott Perry and company do a lot of big shows in the area, but they have a radio channel on IPMNation.com. If you go to IPMNation.com/TSA, you can hear a lot of the great bands that are currently in rotation on the Siren Agency radio channel, including very soon our guests tonight. And without further ado, we have with us tonight the guys from the Pax Romana. How are you guys?
We're doing good.
Doing well, thanks.
Excellent.
Doing very good.
Why don't we... we've got all four of you, or well, not all four of you, because it's actually... How many people are actually in the band? Six. Now, who are we missing? Because I don't know if you guys know this, but we have an unofficial tradition on the show. We make fun of whoever doesn't make it.
That's a good idea.
So if you want to make up some kind of if you want to make up a humiliating story about the guys that aren't here, go ahead.
Well, anyone who knows Kevin Farwell should call him Fartwell.
I've heard that.
I've been waiting for a day to actually bring that out and say it. In what better way than to do it now?
I've seen some horrible things about that guy written on some bathroom stalls. That's all I'm saying. I'm kind of glad he didn't show up. While I was waiting for you guys, I was like, I hope Kevin Fartwell isn't here. That's going to suck.
That's what they're all saying at the venues when we're pulling in.
Yeah.
They hope we leave them behind.
That kid.
And who else are we missing?
Connor.
Yeah, other guitarists.
We don't know.
Both are guitarists.
All right.
Just took a few seconds.
What's the other guy?
Who was that other guy that was carrying that cabin?
I don't know.
Our show.
He's kind of a ginger.
So it's all rhythm section and vocals tonight?
Yeah.
That's
and
cool.
Piano and stuff.
And piano?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
And,
very good.
Or whatever Dave's got up his sleeve.
Jobs guy.
Yeah, he's the extra stuff.
I'm just the tech guy, and I play some things sometimes.
Right. All right. Cool. Well, speaking of playing something, let's play a track, and then we'll come back, and the four of you who did make it can introduce yourselves, and we'll get to know you guys a little bit. But what do you want to play to start the show?
Title track off our EP, Opposites.
Okay, very good. So this is Opposites from the Pax Romana here on Local Outbreak on IPMNation.com.
I
Local Outbreak on IPMNation.com. This is Matt from IPMNation.com, and we are at the studio in downtown Laconia, New Hampshire. And this week we have the guys from the PAX Romana here with us. And let's start with you, sir. Let's introduce yourself and tell me what you do in the band. Your name and what you do in the band.
Oh, man. All right, I'm David Swillem. I'm the fresh meat of the band. I'm the newest. I think I'm the newest, right? Or Connor's the newest, right?
Ooh, yeah, Connor's the
Okay,
newest,
I'm the
so
second newest now, so now I'm already a veteran, I guess, of like a few months since January anyway.
Okay.
And I'm kind of the odd jobs guy of the band. I play keys and I play like just a floor tom and backing vocals and anything else that I can do to fill my time.
Cool.
Yes.
Okay.
Anything, everything.
All right, good.
And I am Steven Silvestri, and I play drums. Consider myself a little bit of a veteran. Been in this for the long haul.
Are you an original member?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Okay.
And
I'm Mike Murray. I play bass. I'm a founding member of the band with Ethan.
Word.
Word.
All right.
And I'm Ethan Hunter, and I'm the vocalist.
Okay.
And, yeah.
So the three of you guys are original members.
Yeah.
Yes.
And so you're the newbie, and then and what about
newbie.
What about Kevin Fartwell?
He's our lead, I guess you could say. I mean, I guess they kind of switch on and off with leady stuff and rhythm stuff, but he's our other guitarist, and he's been in the band for what, like, I don't know, since like last summer.
Yeah, last summer.
Yeah, so almost a year now.
Okay.
So it's pretty good.
And what about the other guitarist?
That's Connor McGaffigan.
Oh, yes.
And he joined not too long ago. It was probably like 3 or 4 months ago. We've had like a just a revolving door of a lineup over the past few years. And
Lots of members.
yeah, Steven actually started with us being a third guitarist, and then our drummer left, and so then he switched over to drums because like that's just what he did first before guitar. So
Yeah.
so it's like, yeah, it's a good idea.
How long have you guys been around?
Late 2011.
No, we started at the beginning of the year.
Oh, was it the beginning of the year?
I think.
I forget.
It might have been early 2011.
Oh, maybe early 2011.
That
Okay.
sounds
Yeah.
right,
So
yeah.
was that 3? I'm not good at math, but 3 years.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, like
so,
3.5.
so you've had a lot of lineup changes in a relatively short period of time.
Yeah.
Why is that?
Oh man. You want to elaborate?
Is there some dirt? I'm always looking for the dirt, guys.
I don't know. Maybe Mike and I could tag team that, but like, get your mind out of the gutter, man.
I was going to say, you ever say that after a show? You know?
Well, yeah, there were some things that, like, I guess were mutual, and then other things that weren't so mutual. And our first lineup, we had some dudes named Jack Cornwell and Ryan Sear that I went to high school with, and so I mean, Mike and I we were fresh out of our old band Run Forest Run, and that broke up, and we were just like, hey dude, let's do this again. And so we had those two dudes in the band. Jack played drums, Ryan played lead guitar, with our other old rhythm guitarist Josh Ritson. And there was just a bunch of crap that went on between Ryan, Jack, and me, and like it was weird because we were like just really tight for such a long time since we were like, I don't know, 14, and then all of a sudden, like stuff started happening, and they're like, dude, we don't want to be in a band with you anymore. So they ended up like quitting, I guess, where they just didn't show up to anything at all. So like, so we were like, dude, whatever, like you guys are out, and they're like, oh, that's fine because we quit anyway. Like that kind of thing.
They just didn't bother to tell you.
Yeah, pretty much. So that's what happened with those two. Those were the first two that bit the dust.
Yeah.
Then Mike, what do you think? Well, who do we have next?
We had Drew next, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So Steven made the switch to drums, then we had Drew.
Unfortunately.
Who was our new lead guitarist. But he basically went the same way as the other guy.
Really?
He just kind of didn't participate really or anything.
Wow.
And then we kind of just separated our ways. Like,
Yeah.
with everyone who's left our band, we haven't really seen eye to eye with musically, and I think that's why it hasn't worked out.
That's
Really?
true.
Yeah.
We just kind of, there's no hard feelings between any of us. So it's just,
Yeah, I was going to ask you if you kept in touch with anybody or,
yeah, we're all still
Yeah.
friends with each other.
That's good. That's good.
Yeah, it's never really any bad blood.
Yeah. What was it that I mean, did you guys ever think about packing it in, or when people are coming and going, or did you always have the drive to just keep going, or was there ever any kind of a break where you just said, I don't know, maybe this isn't going to work out, or?
I think all of us except probably Ethan have felt that way at some point.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it's all the member changes and stuff kind of really gets to you.
Yeah,
Like, having to
yeah.
start from scratch like over and over and over in such a short period of time.
Oh
Right.
yeah.
And then having to teach people your set and everything just kind of gets frustrating.
Oh yeah.
But Ethan actually was the one who kind of kept us all together.
Yeah.
He's like the
Oh,
cheerleader of the
Part of
band.
the reason we didn't quit.
Yeah, that's
Basically, our mutual hatred for him that really brought us all together.
oh, well, I'm an easily hateable dude. It's okay. No.
Well, whatever keeps you together.
Yeah.
Love, hate, whatever.
Whatever keeps this train going, for sure. Like, hatred can be the coal, I guess, in this train.
By the way, has it always been the Pax Romana? Has it always been that name?
No, actually, we changed our name. We changed our name like 3 times in like a month.
Really?
Yeah, at first we were called Cold Front, and then like a week after writing and stuff, we were like, I think I was looking up on Facebook or something like that. I was like, I wonder, like, Cold Front seems like that's just too easy.
Oh yeah,
Like,
yeah.
so,
That's what I was thinking.
yeah.
When you said it.
So I was looking it up, and turns out, like, just in New England alone, there was like 15 other hardcore bands called Cold Front. Where I was like, okay, well, whatever, let's scratch that.
Right.
So then after I came up with a name that everyone hated secretly, called For Crown and Kingdom, because I thought I was watching The Patriot. And some dude was like, for king and country, or something like that. Yeah. Some dude said for king and country. I was like, oh, that would be kind of cool. And then I guess another band was called that. And I was like, well, what about like for crown and kingdom, like change it up a bit or something? I don't know.
Right.
So we actually, for our first show ever, that was actually the name on the flyer.
Huh.
But we changed our name like a week before that. We're like, hey, actually, we're called the Pax Romana now. So
Now, how did you arrive at that name? Where does that name come from?
that was actually from our drummer, Jack.
Okay.
It was from, we were sitting in history class one day in high school, and he was like, yeah, dude, the Pax Romana, like, I was like, wait, what? I wasn't really paying attention that whole time, so. So yeah, we arrived at that, Mike dug it, Steven dug it, we're all like, all right, let's do it.
Does it mean anything, or was it just like the combination of words that popped into his head, and he was like,
I think Mike knows more about it than I do. I mean, I know like about it, but Mike's good at telling it.
yeah.
The name is, I think it's either Latin or Roman. I don't know, but one of it translates to Roman peace.
Okay.
It refers to a period of time in Rome where there was like 500 years of peace, and it kind of correlates to like what we're trying to do. I guess
Yeah.
we're trying to spread like peace and love and hope and all that jazz.
Yeah.
So I think that's why we stuck with the name.
Yeah, no, it's a cool name, and it's not like Cold Front where you're going to find another
Right.
another band. I years ago, a few years after high school, I ran into this kid I went to high school with. You might even know him or know of him. His name's Xander Carlson. He's a really talented guitar player. He plays right now. He's playing in a Van Halen tribute band. I think they're called Balance. But I remember running into him, and he's telling me about this new band he was in, and he tells me the name, and it's Intuition. And I'm thinking, oh, come on. I didn't say anything. I was polite, but I'm thinking, there's got to be a million bands out there. And this was, this was like mid 90s before. I mean, now it's so easy to just go online and investigate this stuff, but I just remember thinking, oh, come on. And then sure enough, I talked to him again a few months later, and I asked him about, how's the band? And he's like, well, we had to change our name because we heard from this other band with that name. And I'm thinking, yeah, of course you did.
Right.
Intuition. It's like the most obvious. Anyway. Well, let's play another track. What do you guys want to play?
What do you guys want to play?
Decay.
Yeah, we'll go with Decay.
Decay?
Decay.
All right, cool. So this is Decay from the Pax Romana here on Local Outbreak on IPMNation.com. Local Outbreak on IPMNation.com, and we are at the studio in downtown Laconia here with the Pax Romana. And, all right, so, Dave?
Yeah.
Okay, sorry, I'm bad with names, so I've met so many people. You were saying something off air about the whole the peace thing, trying to spread peace and whatnot, and being in a heavy band like you guys are. So can you expand on that?
Okay.
Try to repeat it verbatim.
Oh man, that's
I'm just
not
kidding.
Possible at all.
I'm just kidding.
I guess without trying to sound too cliche, I guess the point is just bringing back like the Pax Romana, like a period of peace and stuff. It's just the point that with this style of music, it's obviously it can be pretty aggressive and pretty in your face and raw. You can relieve a lot of bad energy in a good way, I guess. Right. There's obviously a lot of shows where people don't interact the way that I'd like to see them, I guess, where that energy still gets out, but probably in the wrong way. But you can go to these shows and you can get out a lot of negative feelings that you would put on someone else that you don't have to without doing that, I guess. Right. Getting tangled in my words a bit, but that's the general, I guess, what I'm thinking. Right. This kind of music, it's a way to constructively, vent, anger and aggression and all those things that we feel that, like you say, sometimes people
do that in negative ways. They turn to violence and do hateful things and whatnot. But this is a way to really do that and channel that in a positive way. And that's one of the things that draws me to this kind of music. And I think for a lot of people that's the case.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely.
So, does that show up in your lyrics? Who writes the lyrics? Ethan, do you write?
Yeah,
it's all
you write
Ethan.
Everything? Yeah.
Well, no, I get. Mike's helped me.
Well,
before.
Mike did.
Mike's helped me before.
I've written like licks and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He writes all those songs, really.
I'm always open to stuff though, but like with lyrics and stuff, I mean, a lot of the time I don't really, I don't think it's really fair to have songs all the time that's about like whoever's writing the vocalist, like 100% that's just like my story. I don't think that's always fair. But it's like I guess with what I write, it will be inspired obviously by things that happen to me or happen to like someone I know or just whatever might be happening in the world today or whatever.
Sure.
And so it'll just be inspired by that, but and it's not necessarily talking about me personally, like, oh, this is what I'm going through, blah, blah, blah. It's mostly just like, this is just one situation that I, have seen, and this is just what my take is on it, whether it's happened to me, whether it's happened to my friends or whatever, I guess, whatever it may be. And with doing that, I guess following that whole message of like peace and all that jazz, it's mostly just to be like, look, stuff happens today, and I mean, there are just so many things that you can do to get out of these certain positions, like mainly that are negative, I guess, in our lyrics case. There's so many things that you can do with like drugs or whatever it may be, like suicide or whatever. And it's like there are so many things that you can also do to kind of just get out of that. That's also like a positive thing, I guess. That at least with that song Decay, like that was something that was really on my mind with writing that, where it's about really getting to the point where like you're just indifferent to life in general, and you're just like, dude, this whole thing just completely sucks. Like my everyone hates me, I hate everything else, and this is just it. Like, I'm gonna either off myself or I'm going to just turn to something else that's to mask this pain or whatever. And just talking about like that's not the way it has to be. Like, everyone has a choice, and you can always take the better, higher road out and just like really, I guess, kind of just man up and be like, dude, no, like I'm not gonna let that like grab a hold of me, like those thoughts or whatever. It's just like I'm not gonna be indifferent to the way my life is going, where I just anything that happens to me, it doesn't matter. Like you can care about what happens and you can change it. Like you can be your own change. And so I mean, yeah, that's just one example or just one aspect of that whole deal with being the whole peaceful thing, and having an inner peace, but also being peaceful unto others too, even though someone might treat you like crap.
Yeah, absolutely. So the tunes that we're hearing tonight, are they all from the EP? You said it's an EP, right? Opposites?
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
It's not all of them except one. It's a 3-song EP.
Okay.
But, yeah, there's one song that's from our demo before this.
Oh, okay. And where were these recorded?
They were recorded in a very makeshift fashion, like a lot of this music was, but we did pretty much the best we could with whatever equipment we had.
Yeah.
I'm actually graduating this in a week from Plymouth State University.
Oh, congratulations.
So,
good.
Thank you. Yeah. So we tracked it in the studio there with our own cabs, and then we did the drums over with our buddy Max in Rhode Island.
Is your major audio engineering? Or?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Very good. Very good.
That was before Dave was in the band.
Yeah, that's actually
that's how
I got sponged into it.
Yeah.
They just picked me up from the studio and brought me back home.
That's where you belong.
It's awesome. Now, is there more music coming? I mean, aside from the three song EP, do you guys have other stuff you're working on, or?
Yeah,
I think we're looking to do a single to come out by mid-July.
Yeah.
Before we're going out for a few dates in August, just to bring out. I think our writing style with the new lineup is significantly different than some of you guys' older stuff.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah,
so
definitely.
we're looking to solidify that and kind of re-represent it, because with this EP that's out right now, some of the songs are definitely fresher than some of the other songs.
Right.
But it had to be done in a short amount of time. I wrote my parts semi-fast because I wasn't initially planning on being a member as just an engineer.
Right.
And it just kind of happened, but we still need to get the project out. And so I think we're looking to do that single out by July-ish.
Yeah.
And that should be holding people over until we're looking at like an EP or a full length for next year that we want to work on. But that still has to. So lots of writing.
Yeah,
we're like always writing pretty much.
I was going to say, I imagine you guys strike me as you probably do write a lot. I mean, there's probably a lot of stuff. Is it hard to, when you decide to record something, is it hard to kind of figure out what you're gonna record? Because you probably have a lot of. I mean, how many songs do you guys have? Do you think at this point?
Including like the new stuff that we haven't played live.
Yeah, is that what you mean?
Yeah, just everything, like total. How much?
Just everything
like
total.
Our whole portfolio.
Like from start to last.
like as a band, how many songs do you think you guys have?
Do they have to be songs that we still play?
No, just in general.
I have no clue.
Probably I'd say we have like 12 or so songs.
Yeah.
Some are still being written, but most of them are, we finished.
Yeah.
We've played a few of them, but.
Do you who are some of the bands that you guys play with when you play out around here? Who do you like to team up with for shows? Anybody specific? Or?
Sven, you can
It's definitely hard to team up. We haven't had a bro band in a while, I must say.
That's true.
Dave was in an old band called Eye for an Eye, and we toured with them and Pathfinder hopped on the tour, and we ended up breaking down. But
in the middle of nowhere.
Middle of nowhere.
Oh, that sucks.
Long story short, though, we lost both of those bro bands, and now we're kind of on our own. And though
I remember Pathfinder, yeah.
Yeah, they were sweet.
Awesome.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So it's hard to find. It's hard for you guys to find bands around here to work with.
I mean, like we're all friends with a bunch of bands around here, but I mean, not. It's almost like
I don't know. There's two different things I think. There's definitely a community in this genre, and definitely in New England, and you play with the same guys, and especially like some of us who have been playing like in this style since we were like 15.
Sure.
It's like you see the same names in different bands and the same guys in different band. Like we get mixed match with each other. Like they're saying I was in a band before this, and now I'm in their band, and the people that were in that band are in different bands. So I definitely say that we work with a community of people and we're friends with those people, and we play with a lot of those same bands again. But there's a difference between a community of people and then sometimes like you get in a really good click with one band that you feed off of each other really well. I wouldn't say we have like a go-to like clicked band right now. We're still kind of doing our own thing and playing within that community who, like I said, we totally support, and we're mixed match with those guys all the time. But
sure.
I don't know. And bands that I've been in the past, like you have a band that you like click with sometimes, and you're with them all the time. We don't have that right now.
Yeah. So. Are you going to be? You mentioned so you're going to be doing a few dates in August. You're going to be doing some other shows as well this summer, or are you more thinking about recording, or what's kind of the priority with the summer months?
Basically trying to do it all at once.
Yeah. I mean, for me, it's like graduating college. I'm like jumping ship right now. I don't even know where my shoes are most of the time. Yeah. So for me to think of like the months like right in front of me, it's hard. But I mean, me and Ethan are working on trying to plan like a 7 to 10 day tour for August.
Cool.
So that's like the prize.
Yeah.
And then like anything else any goodies we can grab like along the way, that's like a great thing. But right now, that's like the prize. Yeah. So.
Well, we'll be playing locally obviously up until
Yeah.
August. Like,
Yeah.
this, I mean, it's summer, man. Like,
Yeah, absolutely.
Gotta go out play something.
Absolutely. Well, let's play another track. What do you guys want to play next?
Calling failure, right?
Oh yeah,
one?
we're doing a calling of failure. Okay.
Yeah.
What is it?
A calling of failure.
Calling of Failure. All right.
Older track.
Failure.
So this is
Bring
a
it
calling
old
of
school.
a calling of failure from the Pax Romana here on Local Outbreak on IPMNation.com. Local Outbreak on IPMNation.com. This is Matt from IPMNation.com. And before we wrap up, I want to remind everybody, of course, that we record the show every Tuesday night at the studio in downtown Laconia, a funky little gift shop and art gallery in a very cool place. And I was always very grateful to Melissa for inviting us to do the show here. And if you want to come down and check out the show when we're recording, we do invite people to come in and have a look and have a listen. Tuesday nights, we're here from 6 to 7 p.m. And, of course, you definitely, very important to support local businesses, and thestudionh.com is the website if you'd like to take a look online. But please come on down. And, of course, want to remind you, too, that we're sponsored by Central NH Events. If you need a DJ, go to centralnhevents.com, and Tim Martin will do a great job. And very grateful to him and all his help as well. He's also a big part of what makes this show happen. And our new sponsor, of course, the Siren Agency. And you can check out the Siren Agency radio channel at ipmnation.com/TSA. A lot of really good stuff in rotation there. And thank you to Scott Perry, who's also brought us a lot of great bands recently, including the band we have tonight,
Yes,
the Pax Romana. Yes.
Hello.
And before we wrap up, very important, where should people go to find you guys online to keep up with everything that you're doing, the music and the shows and all that stuff?
Well, we have a whole list of things, I guess. But I mean, I guess what ties it all together, I guess, is Facebook. We don't really have a website or anything like that. But if you go to www.facebook.com/the Pax Romana NH. You can get there. Like we have, those like little widgets that it's got our Instagram, Twitter, it's got our Bandcamp. We got
that's
SoundCloud.
like the hub.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah. I do have to ask, why the Pax Romana NH? Did somebody already have the Pax Romana?
I believe they did. I mean we made that Facebook page.
I don't think it was for a band though.
It was a little while ago.
Oh,
It
really?
probably wasn't for a band though. No, but some page. So yeah, we had to do NH.
I wonder if somebody already has a page for Intuition. I bet they do.
If they don't, I'm gonna make it.
Yeah, there you go. Hi, Xander, if you're listening. All right, so it's facebook.com/the Pax Romana NH.
Yes.
All right, very cool. And you guys got any shows coming up in the immediate future, or are you kind of waiting for...
I don't think so.
Waiting for the summer?
No,
Nothing planned right
nothing
now.
booked
Yeah.
right now. I think we're
Writing.
trying to work something out with Scott recently, but I have a gig that I already said I'd do for the job. So
Yeah. Oh, Scott will get you guys some shows, no doubt.
Scott is the man.
Absolutely. Well, guys, thank you very much. This has been great. And
Yeah.
what do you want to play to wrap up the show?
Mike, you say it.
What, Grizzly?
Grizzly Young.
Is that what it's called?
I guess that's the full name.
Grizzly Young, but that's 3 syllables, so just Grizzly for short?
Yeah.
That's the long name. What you just
Right,
said, that's
right.
the whole name.
Is Young in parentheses? Is that what it is?
I think it's a colon.
Yeah, semicolon.
Oh,
right?
semicolon. Oh.
Something like that.
Yeah.
All
Whatever
right.
is grammatically correct, I think. I don't know.
Grammatically.
You put a semicolon anyway. All right, so it's called it is called Grizzly Young.
Officially. But we just say Grizzly, like, who cares?
Oh, I got you. Okay, all right.
Mike never knows anything.
But
I'm sorry, Mike.
for our purposes here, okay. So this is Grizzly Young from the Pax Romana here on Local Outbreak on IPMNation.com. Thanks a lot, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.
IPMNation.com.